Hey there and welcome, my name is Pete and this right here is the somewhat overdue channel update for the current month of July 2018. As always, there are a few things that I want to talk about, so let's jump right into it. We start things off with a look back at June, which was a very significant month for this channel, as more or less exactly 1 month ago we launched the Pete Complete Patreon. And I have to admit, I am absolutely stunned by your support. I honestly had not expected the Patreon to grow this quickly, and as you can imagine, I'm thrilled to see so many of you guys pledge. It really means a lot to me that my content means that much to you, and even though the postcard tier was sold out after I believe not even 12 hours, the Patreon still continued to grow. We are very close to 50 patrons already, and once again, I honestly had not expected that within the span of just 1 month. As you might have noticed over the course of the last few weeks, I also try to incorporate the Patreon into both of my active series. At the moment it's mostly naming rights for animals or draft classes, but there are some ideas floating around to expand on that in the future. Speaking of the future, I am of course thinking about new ways to use the Patreon. New tiers, new rewards. With the postcards sold out, it currently doesn't offer that much, and this is one of those things where I would be very interested to hear your ideas. What kind of Patreon tiers and rewards would you like to see in the future? Do you think a separate naming rights tier would make sense? How do you feel about an early access tier where patrons would get access to my videos 1 day early? Would you prefer something a bit more personalized, like the thank you postcards for example? Or do you have entirely different ideas that could work for this channel? Regarding the postcards, by the way, those are neatly laid out on my desk as we speak. I will likely be able to send them out in the next few days, and then, depending on how far they will have to travel, they will be with you somewhere down the line. Now, enough about the Patreon, let's talk about YouTube and the channel's current situation. This channel update is, I believe, the first one where we have not 1 but 2 subscriber milestones to talk about. First off, midway through the month of June we crossed the 8,000 subscriber mark, and just a few days ago we actually went up to 9,000. That means the magical number of 10,000 is getting closer and closer, especially since the channel seems to have hit a bit of a growth spurt these last few days. I honestly have no idea what happened, but these past few days we have gained about 100 subscribers per day, even though, thanks to my master thesis, I haven't really been able to upload anything. So yeah, of course I won't complain about that, but YouTube sometimes works in mysterious ways. That also brings me to my next point: the master thesis is finally done. I am both proud and relieved that I have finished the thing. In true completionist fashion, I wanted to be as thorough as possible. Unfortunately, that also meant that I couldn't really focus that much on YouTube, so my apologies for the lack of videos these past few weeks. Now that I have a bit of time, you can expect slightly more regular uploads, especially for the NBA 2K18 series, which is now running for almost 10 months, and even though I still enjoy the series, I would also like to try out something new. The release of 2K19 is around the corner. I haven't really decided what I want to do with that game yet. It is very likely not going to be another series of this length, but let's not get into that yet. After all, the release date is still roughly 2 months away. Quick jump over to the RimWorld series, where I'm eagerly awaiting the release of version 1.0. The Unstable 1.0 is already available on Steam for a few weeks now, but I have carefully kept my distance from that so far. As the name suggests, it is unstable at this point, and I don't want it to screw up the save file and all the hard work we put into it. Still, from what I've seen and read so far, there are some interesting changes being implemented, and I'm sure that once the Stable 1.0 is out, we will be able to experience a few of those in our series as well. And yeah, this pretty much concludes this video. Again, let me know in the comments down below where you would like to see the Patreon go in the future, and if you have any other cool ideas for the channel, then of course let me know as well. As always, if you liked this video, then I would be happy if you could leave a thumbs up, and if you want to support the channel, then you can either subscribe if you haven't already, or you can support the Pete Complete Patreon. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!